Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Danielle Redner. I am the Chief Inspiration Officer at the Stella and Dot family of brands, soon to be known as Stella Dot Social Retail. And I'm so excited. Yes, by the way, that is my job. My job is to get to talk to amazing brand ambassadors at our family of brands, whether that's Stella and Dot, Keep Collective, or Ever Clinical Skincare, all day long, and help them run their businesses. And this event is no different. And I'm super excited that you're going to get to meet one of our incredible Ever specialists tonight and hear a little bit about how she's run her business. I got to tell you, I just met her. She's funny. So you're going to like it. She's laughing. Go ahead.
Thank you.
You're funny, and I like a funny person. I got to tell you what her Facebook description says. It says, be brave, be loud about things that are important to you, take a stand, and look cute doing it. I like it, Stephanie. So we are going to hear more from her in just a moment. I just want to remind you how this event works. So you are going to want to invite your friends. And in fact, when you tag Two Below with the hashtag SD Social Retail, we are going to give away a $250 shopping spree later on tonight. You have to have tagged two friends and hashtag SD Social Retail to be in on it. You might as well get in on it because I know what you could get with 250. So let me just show you a sampling of some of the things you could get. You could get, and what better time of year to do it? You could get one of our Keep It Locked necklaces from Keep Collective. I am particularly obsessed with this one and with the red heart. I like the rose gold, but I also love the red heart. The rainbow, there's my initial. It's not a B, it's a D. It's backwards. I love this look. Such a great customizable look and a great gift. So you could do that. You could do an arm party combo. I love this idea because it brings Stella and Dot and Keep together. One of my favorite Keep charms is the statement bow with the Pegasus cuff. We'll talk more about that in a moment. You might want to go all Stella and Dot and indulge in some of our new pearls collection. Okay, Stephanie's hair is going to look adorable with this. So we'll talk about that in a minute. This clutch gives me everything, but if the clutch isn't enough, check out the lining of the clutch, okay? It's like holiday jewels. I love. You might want to go Ever, and I'm telling you, this beauty glacé, Stephanie's going to specialize in Ever and tell us a little bit about that. This plus this have been sitting on my desk for about a week, and then I sneak in at night and use them, and then I put them back on my desk for moments like this, so I'm not running around trying to find them. And I've started, Stephanie's gonna not be happy with me, I've started putting this on my hands, like in the day.
Yes.
Are you okay with that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've been doing that too.
I know I'm supposed to put it on my face, but it feels so darn good on my hands. The texture of this stuff, it's delish. All right, we'll talk more about that in a minute because one of the things I want to make sure we hear from Stephanie are about her favorite products. So without any further ado, Stephanie, nobody needs to look at me anymore. Tell us all about you. How'd you find out about Ever? Where are you from? What do you do? Give us the background.
So I'm a transplanted Southerner. I'm from Tennessee originally, and now I live in Indiana in Carmel, not Carmel, Carmel, which is the suburb north of Indianapolis. I transferred here years ago for a job. I ended up marrying a Hoosier boy, and I'm here to stay. So this is where I am. I found out about Ever through a random conversation. I had never heard of Ever before. I didn't know what it was. And I was, back in July, I was talking to a girlfriend, and she said something about Ever, and I was like, what the heck is that? Like, I know everything, and I don't know that. And so I did what any reasonable person does. I turned to Google and looked it up, and through a variety of stealthy and sleuthing moves, I got connected with a woman in Texas who is a brand ambassador for Ever, and managed to get her on the phone after a few DMs and ask her some questions about the skincare, the company, the business. And she, being the smart cookie that she was, invited me to become part of the opportunity. So we talked back and forth for several days, and I was on the fence trying to decide what I was going to do. And I decided, well, I had never tried the products at that point, but I know that clean beauty is what all of my girlfriends want. It's what everybody wants right now. We're all trying to do better by ourselves and our families and our bodies. So I knew that it was the hot spot in the market. I hopped on the website to try some products because I thought I hadn't tried the products, I might as well. And I was so blown away by the shopping experience on the website, that all the information was there, that I could get birthday credits on my birthday. Like, who doesn't want a birthday present? Subscribe to save, all those things. And I knew that Ever was a company really, really customer focused. And I could just feel that in the way it was laid out. But still, I hesitated for a little while. And then I realized that I did not want to let this opportunity get past me. Ever's a really young company. Not many people knew about it. I knew nothing about it. And I just had this sudden fear that if I didn't jump on, I was going to miss it. And so I went with my gut and I signed up, and that was like 3 months ago.
Okay, do you know what I love? First of all, I told you she was funny. I love somebody who says, I know everything and I didn't know about it. So you had me at that. Also, I forgot to mention, what's your dog's name?
Oh, Colonel Pickles.
Colonel Pickles. That's not a normal dog name.
She's not a normal dog. No.
I love it. I like everything about this story. Okay. So you find out about this. You investigate the product. I love your sense of urgency. You're like, this is ground floor. I know everything and I didn't know about this. So why wouldn't I want to get in now? What made you decide to be a brand ambassador as opposed to just a loyal customer?
Yeah, really that ground floor opportunity piece of it. There was no one in my area that was working this business. And that's the reason I didn't know about it. And when I started to hesitate and I thought, I don't want somebody to get there before I do. I just don't. And so that's where my urgency came from. I love the products are amazing. I love them. And I'm a little bit of a skincare junkie. I have been my whole life. So when I tried the products and they were elegant and they did what they said they were going to do, it's that sweet spot of clean beauty that everybody wants, but also clinical results. That's where Ever comes together. And I wanted to be part of that.
Okay, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. I can tell you're a wealth of information. I want it all. So number 1, as an Ever specialist, what is your favorite product, if you had to narrow it down to like a couple, and why? And then once you kind of got, because the product I think is what always introduces everybody to our family, whether it's style and accessories, meeting-based accessories, or skincare and beauty, it's the product that brings you in. So what's the product that you love most, either then or now? And then how did you launch your business? And how has that kind of gone? So that's a lot of questions in one.
I can handle it. Okay. So the first question, what product do I love? I have to say, I started with the Pure Results regimen for dry skin. I have very dry skin, and being a redhead, just like life is hard sometimes. I'm kidding. But so when I got my hands on that luminous balm, I had never felt anything like that before. The way it's almost a jelly-like, and rub your hands together and put it on your face, and it becomes this elegant oil that's beautiful. And I've just never experienced a product like that before, and I loved it. And then since I've been here, I'm totally hooked on the Beauty Glacé that you had earlier. Like, I am obsessed with that. I carry a jar in my purse, and I pull it out when I'm with girlfriends, and I'm like, you have to try this. You've never felt anything like this before. I describe it as like silky whipped cream.
Yeah, that's actually a really good description. It is like silky whipped cream. Like, it's, yeah, I love that you're a dry redhead. I'm an oily brunette. And we have opposite needs, I'm sure. But I love it's the texture of it. Okay, so and the Pure Results regimen, this oily brunette also loves the Pure Results regimen. So I think it doesn't matter who you are, because you can customize it to your needs. So all right, product. Now take me through your business and how that started.
So when I decided to do this big thing, I just started calling friends and saying, hey, I'm doing this thing and I'm really excited about it and want you to know about it. And that was really how I launched my business. I mean, I just remember a day I was folding clothes on my bed and just had my earbuds in. It was just calling girlfriends going, hey, I'm doing this thing. Within 24 hours, I had my first business partner. She had her first business partner 12 hours after that. We just kept rolling, really, with just telling friends what we were doing, and everybody got so excited about it, and our team has really grown that way, and it's grown really quickly.
So you literally just shared with a friend, I'm doing this, do you want to do it with me, kind of thing?
Literally, that is exactly what I did, yes.
how did you get beyond like just using the product yourself or selling to like your mother? I know you are the caretaker of your mother also. We forgot that part of the story, which I love. Tell us about that. How did you get beyond just your friends and family?
I just started calling my girlfriends up. Honestly, it's my mother-in-law that I care for, and she is 90 and a half. She is sharp as a tack. Do not try to get anything past her. You know, so she wants to try the products. She doesn't quite get the names right, but she likes to try the products. She still like she loves red lipstick and red nail polish. She's adorable. But there you go.
I also love red lipstick and red nail polish, and I will love it when I'm 92.
You will be cute as a button when you're 92. I feel certain. So, but I really didn't start with my family. I started with my friends and went from there. I do a lot of community work. I volunteer with a lot of organizations. I'm on a lot of boards. And so I have a kind of a network of acquaintances and just shared it with them. And then it's just grown from there. Referrals, people say, oh my gosh, I've tried this. You have to connect with my girlfriend, Stephanie. She's got this. So it's grown that way.
So as a result of talking to those people and then helping the friends that you helped start talking to those people, you just had a promotion, correct?
Yes, I did.
Tell us about that and like what that means to somebody who might not even know how that works.
Yeah, so I just promoted to executive, which was crazy exciting. It's a pretty big deal, and the fact that our team did it in less than 90 days is sort of amazing. And honestly, we didn't even think about that. We were just sharing, and that happened along the way.
Amazing. Now, what has it done? All of this, I know it hasn't been that long, but what has it already done for your life or your business? Can you see the impact that it's having?
So what I know is that this is the most fun I have ever had. I mean, and I say that in all sincerity, like, who has a chief inspiration officer? Like, what is that about? Like, it's just
what does it even mean? I mean, it's a fair question.
It means whatever we want it to mean. But, you know, when the chief inspiration officer throws out a challenge to do a Whip Nene video, like, that's a company culture that I want to be part of.
And you did it. Did you do it?
I did it. Yes. Yes.
One of your success tips is Whip Nene on social media.
You got to whip your hair to make it work. So yes. Yeah. So just that, the joy, I mean, that I have, the fun. My husband actually sat me down and he goes, you are so happy these days. And I was like, is that a problem? Like, do we have an issue here? He's like, no, but I can just really tell a difference in how happy you are doing this business. Like, everything is you're just thrilled about everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm really enthusiastic about it. So it's just made everything better. Even my 14-year-old just said, Mom, you just really like what you're doing, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, how did you notice? He goes, I can tell. So it's just been a wonderful experience all the way around. So
such a great reminder that when you focus on things that fill your cup, you're happier, and then success follows. So, and I think that's one of the things here is that people think they're coming for the product, but then they quickly learn the compensation is pretty great, but also the community is pretty great. So do you want to give us just a little hit on both of those? Has the compensation made an impact in your family? And then what about the community where you whip Nene together?
So anything where I can dance and earn money and doesn't involve a pole is a good thing. So, so yes, the income is important to my family. I am an income contributor to my family. My son, we choose to put my son in a school that is great for what he needs. And so my income helps to pay his tuition there, but also it helped to put wallpaper on the ceiling of my foyer this week. So that was fun too. So that's really cool. So the income is very important. I mean, I'm part of the budget of my family. I need to bring in an income, but the community piece of it is, it's the most interesting, giving, cheering group of women I've ever been around. There is no competition, and the you do you culture of the S&D family of brands is so important because women come to this at different stages in their lives with different things on their plate. And the fact that this business is set up that you can flex in or flex out, you can work it part-time, you can work it full-time, and however you want to work it, like there is a spot for you and there's a way for you to do it. I've never come across a business that was structured in this way that was so accepting to everybody. And that's really, really important because on my team, I have a 75-year-old physician who's getting ready to retire, and I have a 28-year-old mom with a new baby. Like we span the whole spectrum. And the fact that we can all come together in this one place and celebrate the joy that that brings is really special and rare.
Okay, you're coming back every week. You're a pro. I love what you have to say. It's perfection. Okay, so last thing I'm going to ask you, then I'll just share a few details. Maybe I'll ask you a couple funny questions. If someone is considering joining, either their product passion is beauty, accessories, meaning-based storytelling, jewelry, but maybe they're like, well, it's the holiday season. I'm going to be very busy. Like the holidays are coming. Things are going to be busy. Kids, things, concerts, all that jazz. Maybe I should wait till the new year or even longer. Like maybe this just isn't the right time, or I've never done anything like this before. I'm not sure I would know what to do. Like, what would your advice be to someone thinking that way? Because it's very normal for somebody to think that way.
It's totally normal to think that way. The first thing I tell people is don't overthink it. Like, don't massage it to death. That's the wrong thing to do. I mean, I understand thinking something through because I was there just a few months ago. But we have a saying in our family, which is, don't let fear get in the way of doing something awesome. And so I think sometimes when people say that they're too busy, they really are just unsure about the opportunity, when really what you got to do is just jump in and go for it. And the good news is there's no way to fail here, because the worst thing that can happen is you get a great discount on amazing skincare and jewelry and bags, and that doesn't suck. So, if that's the worst, you're going to be okay.
That does not suck. And what is the wallpaper on the ceiling of your foyer? I want to see a picture of foyer ceiling wallpaper.
It's on my Facebook page. You can see it. So it's like Starburst, but they're gold. They're shiny gold on a creamy background. It's really pretty. So
it's very like Rococo. It's very like ornate.
Sort of, but with like a hip, warm, casual vibe.
Oh, Rococo with a hip, warm, Colonel Pickles kind of side. Okay, I like it.
Totally. You nailed it. Got it. That's it.
I'm totally going to check it out. All right. You are like a breath of fresh air. I've had the best day, but you just made it even better. So if you are listening to this and you're like, I like what she's having, like maybe not the Colonel Pickles dog park, or maybe, but I want more of what she's talking about, the community, the product, the commission, all of that. We would love for you to join us. And I got to tell you, you're never going to find me ever saying now's a bad time, but I'm going to tell you that now is a very good time, because it is. The next 8 weeks are the busiest retail weeks of the year. Most retailers will actually do, some statistics say something like 60% of their revenue over the next 8 weeks. So you might as well put your hat in the ring and be able to shop at a discount yourself, share with your friends and family. I always say you can get through about 3 months on sheer enthusiasm. Well, this time of year, you can get through about 6 months before you even need to know what you're doing. And your friends and family are just going to gather around and be like, get me that, get me that, get me some, what'd you call this? A whipped cream or whatever. Give me all the things, because they need to shop anyway. So if you are considering joining us, really seriously, please do. You're going to want to just simply go to the brand page of your choice, Keep Collective, Stella and Dot, or everskin.com. You can join us there. You can join for as little as $99 and get to pick great product from each brand to get going, or you can specialize all in one brand with a larger kit. We would love to have you join us through the holiday season. Something else that's very exciting is that in the new year, we are going to be unified into one brand called SD Social Retail. You're going to have, I know, why are you clapping, Stephanie? Tell us.
Because I love these earrings. I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to share all of the brands with all of my friends.
You're the perfect example. You're decked out. You're the perfect example of how you focus on your passion. But hey, I was talking to a an Ever specialist today who was like, you know, I'm all about Ever. Beauty and clinical beauty is my thing. But I just realized I have this customer who's been a Subscribe to Save regimen user for a couple of years. And every holiday season, you know, she coaches a little league team. And I'm not really going to sell her like 25 of these for her 10-year-old baseball players. But guess what? They do all want a keep bracelet or with their number on it. You know, and she was like, so cool that I can like now like have a side gig to my side gig, which I think it's really fun. So if that's you, join us. We would love to have you. Don't forget to hashtag SD Social Retail below. Tag 2 friends. Any last words, Stephanie?
No, just don't overthink it. Go for it. Join us.
What she said. Have a good night.